Hey guys, let's get more news from Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Pittsburgh hired Arthur Smith before he interviewed with Tampa Bay, several other teams. Pittsburgh wasted little time going from interviewing Arthur Smith to hiring him as the Steelers' next offensive coordinator. According to SI's Albert Breer, that was intentional. Smith agreed to a 3-year contract to become the team's next OC and, in doing so, canceled his plans to visit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and several other pending trips. In his latest column, Breer says Smith was vacationing in the Maldives when he set up his interview with the Steelers. Flying into Pittsburgh, he planned on leaving to interview with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tomlin prevented him from needing to board that flight. He met with Tomlin on Monday and into Tuesday, with plans to travel to Tampa on Tuesday night and interview for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers OC job, Breer wrote. But with Smith's run game ingenuity, overall offensive creativity, and work with quarterbacks, the Steelers and Tomlin saw the fit, and then worked to make sure he wouldn't get on the plane to Florida. Breer added up to 6 teams were interested in speaking with Smith to either be their offensive coordinator or assistant. Smith told Tomlin Pittsburgh would be his first stop. As it turned out, it would be his only stop. It's worth noting the Steelers announced the Smith interview on Sunday, not Monday, but the details of the timeline don't matter much anymore. Tampa Bay had a coordinator vacancy after losing Dave Canales, now the Carolina Panthers' new head coach. Geographically, that would have fit Smith better, who was born in Tennessee, coached the Titans for years, and had just finished a 3-year stint in Atlanta. Instead, he'll replace Matt Canada as the team's permanent offensive coordinator. RB's coach Eddie Faulkner served in the interim role, while QB's coach Mike Sullivan called the plays. Unless Sullivan gets a coordinator job in Las Vegas or New Orleans, he's expected to remain on staff. Beyond the hire of Smith and perhaps 1 or 2 other minor moves, the Steelers' offensive staff could look the same in 2024. Smith is only the team's second outside hire of any offensive or defensive coordinator since 2001. Todd Haley was the other, hired as the Steelers' OC in 2012 and spending 5 seasons with the team. While Smith isn't viewed as the most popular choice, he isn't the exciting up-and-comer other names would have offered. The NFL thought highly of him and he was bound to coordinate someone's offense this season. Now, it'll be Pittsburgh's. Steelers owner issues serious message to team as patience runs thin. Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers may reach the postseason every year but have never gotten close to the Super Bowl. Despite T.J. Watt's absence against the Buffalo Bills, Art Rooney too outlined that he along with players like Cam Hayward need more urgency from their staff. He unveiled these feelings in his latest statement, via Bob Labriola of the Steelers. "I think there's an urgency. Everybody. Myself, Mike, guys who have been on the team for a while, T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, everybody. We've had enough of this. It's time to get some wins. It's time to take these next steps," Art Rooney too said about the Steelers' recent lack of postseason success. Mike Tomlin has won a Super Bowl with the Steelers. However, the squad has not been back to their title-contending ways ever since. They have not even won a playoff game since 2016, despite making it to at least the wild card round each season. Rooney further stressed what mentality they should have entering their next campaign. "So, yeah, I think there's some urgency here, for sure. There's a resolve there and a determination there. Getting a little impatient. We need to see the kind of improvement we all want to see." Mike believes that as firmly as anybody else in the building, he declared. 2025 could be the year that the Steelers try to make a deeper playoff push. They will have to reevaluate some calls on their schemes, rotations, and everything in between, but they can pull it off. Steelers is a landing spot for 2-time Pro Bowl RB, former number 2 pick. The Steelers will be in the market for at least 1 running back, if not 2, when free agency arrives in March, and they could be in play for one of the game's best. The franchise hopes to be on the hunt for a blockbuster talent this offseason, especially if that player can be acquired for a reasonable price. Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport on Tuesday, January 30th, authored the argument for why Barkley won't return to the Giants in 2024. The second overall pick in 2018 pushed for a new contract last offseason, even though New York has finally applied to the franchise to keep him for 1 year at a price of $10.1 million. Barkley is one of the best running backs in the NFL when healthy. But he's missed 3 games in 2023, his numbers are down from his Pro Bowl season in 2022, and last season's implosion demonstrated that the Giants' problems are too extensive to pay big money at arguably the most undervalued position in the NFL. The Penn State product is an excellent running back, and he is still only 26 years old. He could be an excellent complementary piece for a contender. But he is not a fundamental player. No running back is. Paying a lot of money is a luxury, not a necessity. And now, Barkley is a luxury the Giants can't afford. Spotrac projects Barkley's market value at $9.9 million annually over the course of a new 3-year contract. Considering the drop in average annual salary and guaranteed contract years for running backs in recent seasons, this projection actually makes Barkley quite affordable for the level of production a team like the Steelers could reasonably expect from the 6-year veteran. Barkley earned 2 Pro Bowl nods during his NFL career, tallying 5,211 rushing yards and 35 TDs on a career 4.3 yards per carry average in 74 games played, according to Pro Football Reference. He also caught 288 passes for 2,100 receiving yards and 12 TDs. In any case, the Steelers will have more cap room come the official start of free agency on March 13. The team has also shown an interest in getting younger at the running back position, if not necessarily cheaper, and Barkley will likely be available on the market. It's far from a guarantee that the team and player will unite, but the Giants' running back is a player to watch over the coming weeks, particularly where Steelers is concerned. And you fan, what do you think of the Saquon Barkley situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.